1990, David Platt makes his first full international appearance against Brazil. John Barnes reaches the landmark of 50 England caps. Now both sides go into this match unbeaten in their last 14 games. For Gary Lineker, there's the chance to score his 30th England goal and equal the scoring records of two giants of the English game, Tom Finney and Nat Lofthouse. The Brazilians, putting the final polish on their World Cup squad, are playing in a very unfamiliar blue strip.
Valdo. Oh, that's good running on the right-hand side. And Shilton tested. Mose got into a good striking position, and already we've seen two of Brazilian's defenders coming from a long way back. This is Mose. Butcher. Lineker again, Barnes. Was away by Mauro Galvão, who is the sweeper for Brazil, the number 4. Silas. Barnes. Oh, well played by John Barnes. Lineker's in the centre, waiting here, and Taffarel didn't catch the cross cleanly or deal with it terribly well. Valdo. And so much movement by Brazil. This is the left-back, Branco. Their opening period here, the Brazilians, they've pushed 3 defensive players into striking positions already. Well, Taffarel is a goalkeeper they say is better than most in Brazil's recent past, but he was threatened there. 10 minutes gone, it's Mauro Galvão to Mose. And there goes Careca with Bebeto. And the collision, in fact, was between Peter Shilton and Des Walker. And both are stunned. Yes, we got a good view of it there. Peter Shilton playing his 114th international tonight for England, and the substitute goalkeeper, should he be needed, is Chris Woods. Peter Shilton being led away by Fred Street and Norman Medhurst after that collision with Des Walker. And a testing moment here for Chris Woods, so anxious to re-establish himself as number 2. The Brazilians have tried to pinch some ground at a throw-in there. So Stuart Pearce has the ball. Beardsley, McMahon. That's good build-up. This is Waddle. That's a great shot. Chris Waddle was saying to me in training the other morning that he had a slow start at Marseille. He wasn't feeling too well early in his spell there, but since November time he's been on his game, wants to improve his goal output, and he certainly knew where the goal was there. 10 minutes left in the first half. England 0, Brazil 0, and Gary Lineker forces a corner off Mauro Galvão. It'll be taken by Beardsley, and it's an opportunity for Butcher to make his way forward here. Barnes flick, nearly, oh, Lineker! Gary Lineker scores the opening goal from a well-rehearsed corner. They're pleased on the bench, 36 minutes, and Lineker, here's Beardsley's corner kick, now watch John Barnes. There's the flick on, Platt couldn't make it, Lineker could, and Lineker, who scored here against Brazil on their last visit with a diving header 3 years ago, comes in at the back to take advantage again. So Brazil pushing for the equaliser in the last few minutes of the first half, and you wouldn't back against them from a free kick. Oh, goodness me, he must be, what, 40 yards here? This looks like a real special. It's Branco that's lining it up. Listen to the crowd. Goodness me, and Woods has only pushed it out, and he grabbed it brilliantly on the 6-yard line. Well, it was well worth it, wasn't it? They fancy their chances from any range. This was driven by Branco. Woods scrambled down, got his hand to it. That's a good save, I think. Moment of real excitement there. You could sense the Wembley crowd knew there's something special on when they got the free kick, and Branco took a kind of Devon Malcolm run up to the ball and showed us again that Brazil have got their own version of set pieces, and here he is again with a minute left in the first half. Well, this is at least as far again. Into the midriff this time of this is Valdo. It was Stevens who blocked it. That's Careca, brilliant. Oh, and I think it was Pearce who got it round. Number 3. Great skill by Careca, but again it came from a Branco free kick, and this is Brazil meaning business now at the close of the first half, and Stuart Pearce, in making that last-ditch clearance, looks as though he may need some attention. That was Careca who turned the ball in. Well, I think Branco could become one of the stars of the World Cup. He's charging on again from left back, wins himself a free kick this time. It's Waddle again. And you have the feeling that if they keep on getting these, they'll get some joy off one of them. Alamau standing there as well this time. Here we go again. It's like a one-man show at the moment, isn't it? Well, Woods just stood there and seemed very calm. I just wonder how near that was to being flicked with that by the head of one of the other Brazilians. Possibly Careca was in the line of fire. Just look at the blue shirt that moves. He wasn't far away, was he? Careca. We did that well, and there could be a break on here, but oh, and it's Muller, and the substitute goes round Woods, and was that in or not? No, an amazing clearance. They're surrounding the referee saying it was in. I think it was Stuart Pearce who got it out, and the referee is holding up a card. I think somebody's pushed him, and the protests are fast and furious and fierce. And the Brazilians say the ball was in. We're almost into a 1966 with Geoff Hurst here. He's going to come and have to see the linesman. The linesman, Herr Habermann on this side, says no. And there's one of the real points of debate of this international. Ricardo, the captain, is still protesting. And Muller, the substitute, thought he had the ball over the line, and I think it was Pearce. I'll have to confirm that for you because I'm not sure who got the ball out with Woods beaten. And look at the Brazilians up there on the bench. They're sure it was in. Now, was it? It's Butcher's mistake slightly. There goes Muller. Here comes Woods round the goalkeeper. Well, did he handle it as well as get it out from behind the line? Trevor Brooking.
Yeah, I think that's what they were complaining about. Definitely, to me, I must admit, there was no way. It almost would have got past him. I think it had to be a right hand, a good goalkeeping save, and somehow then he managed to hook it away, and that's really what the Brazilians were complaining about. They were a little bit lucky that no one was sent off because they did manhandle the ref.
It's Alamau for Brazil, and he shoots over. The incident is piling up thick and fast. Alamau took up a ball here which was beautifully flicked off. It actually came via Steve McMahon's head, and then Alamau just got too much lift on the shot. But this is the moment they're still talking about. Round Woods, this is the best angle perhaps. Oh, that's handball, isn't it? And it might even have been over the line anyway. Here's Lineker. And Platt. Well done, David Platt. But there was nobody that far across in the penalty area for England. Valdo. Muller's made a bit of a difference since he came on. He's given a bit more pace and penetration to that Brazilian attack. Go on. Jorginho. Oh, good dummy. And this is Careca. Woods did enough, just enough. He had Butcher behind him to thank. But Careca, who played the 1-2 so adroitly. Well, lots of activity in and around the England penalty area. Terrific dummy in the first place by Careca. Now he gets the return. Woods blocks him well. Could have been hands, actually, by Careca, and Butcher cleared. Bismarck. Bit of danger here. Careca. And a flick on. Muller's there! And that, perhaps, should have been the equaliser for Lazzaroni's team. It wasn't a bad chance for Muller, and I think his reaction, Trevor, suggests he thinks he could have scored.
Got a bit of a nasty deflection there, as you see, and wrong-footed the defence, but he was just going back on it and couldn't really get over the ball, first of all, and then secondly to get the power to head down, and it probably looks easier. As you see, the deflection, he's backtracking, springing back, and then couldn't get over the ball. It looked easier, actually, than in fact it was.
It's 1-0 to England. There's a bit of time wasting going on, but it doesn't matter. He's blown, and England have beaten Brazil for only the third time in the series between the two nations. The first time at Wembley for 34 years. It extends England's run to 15 games unbeaten, and it brings to an end Brazil's run of 14 unbeaten games, thanks to Gary Lineker's first half goal.
So, skipper Terry Butcher collects the Varig Trophy after the match.